Hello, welcome to my new survival world. Here I will be doing weekly updates on what has been going on in this world, and today is episode 1, in which I am going mining and just beginning off of the spawn, and yeah, so this is going to be a hopefully fairly long series where you can just relax and enjoy the ride. We got ourselves a nice cave here, and we're gonna start strip mining here. Look for some nice resources. We're gonna look for some iron, some coal, get all that nice stuff. Here my strip mine opens up into a cave where you can see some iron on the left, and in the middle some water. It's very dark, so I have to place a torch there. And then I look around, I see the iron, and then I decide I can make that jump. Barely did. And then just swim over to the iron where I pick it up and continue mining. Then, as I'm eating to gather my health back, suddenly a creeper appears right behind me. I did not hear it whatsoever. It fell on top of me, but it only cost me like a half a heart or whatever. It wasn't that bad. But then I continue mining and keep going. Then, as I'm swimming up the water, I can hear a skeleton shooting me. So then I look around. It hits me there. I place a torch, look around. Can't find it anywhere. I start to jump up here, look around. Then I see the arrow floating by me. So I'm just like, never mind. And go right back down the cave just to keep mining and try not to die, pretty much. Now I get into this hole. There's nothing in there, so then I just look around and decide it's time to hit the strip mines. And now that we've reached Deep Slate, I decided to make a base camp there just to smelt all my iron and to start strip mining at a lower level to get better rates of ores. Time to begin the strip mine. I begin with a 2x2 hole, just digging into the surface of the rock, and just it's slow going. It's there's a lot of deep slate there. It's kind of annoying to mine, but I'm making it through. Now that there's a ton of deep slate everywhere, I decided to transfer into a one by one style of strip mining, just to cover more ground quicker without having to mine any as much deep slate, add quicker pace. And as you can see here, I'm crafting some trapdoors up just to get into crawl mode and into that one by one space. And now we head down, and then I struggle a bit with getting into crawl mode, but then we get in there and dig in a one by one space for a little while. As I keep going along, I find a water cave, which then I start swimming through. Spot some lapis, but I can't mine it because of the water. So it is a massive cave, and I immediately become nervous about getting lost in there, so then I try to go back down to get my breath back, which then I realize that you go a lot faster when you're swimming. So I heal up just to get in there, and then swim back out into the cave, just to look for some resources or just to explore and find out what's in there. Now as I'm swimming through the water cave, I look up and there's a air pocket. So I go over to the land and find a little opening at the side, at the top. So then I bridge up with cobblestone, and there's another massive cave up there with tons of resources. I look over here, but there's nothing in there. And I keep going, and it is a massive cave. So then I stop to pick up some iron and just look around, and there's skeletons, so then I just turn back and I am out of there because I don't want to die on the first day. So I just quickly swim back into the dry cave because I don't want to drown in there, and then I realize I don't have any trapdoors to get back into crawl mode. So I quickly craft a crafting table and then some trapdoors just to get into crawl mode, and yeah, then I can get up back to where I was. Now as I would make my way back to base camp, I collect the iron that I've smelted up and craft it into first a chest plate, which I put on, and I look very snazzy and get suit up the advancement, put that on. Then I decide I'm going to craft some leggings because they, I think, provide the second most coverage. And then pop the rest of the raw iron into the furnace to continue smelting. And now that the last piece of iron is smelted, I opt to craft boots as they aid more in fall damage prevention, and it's better for me. And now I wait for the next two pieces to smelt so I can craft a bucket and get out quicker. And now with my trusty water bucket in hand, I pack up base camp, collect the iron, break the furnace, leave the crafting table because I know I'll be back, and start pilling up to get out of the crevice and leave. I do struggle a bit with using the water bucket to get out of there and with the torches in my offhand, but it's fine, and after a while I get up. Now that we're out of the mines, we're at the little cave that I created as my new base. Here I make a bed shortly after being blown up, or nearly blown up by a creeper, which is exactly why I try to make the bed in the first place. And from there, I place the bed and go to sleep. That was a really fruitful mining trip. Look at all the resources. We got 34 lapis, we got iron armor, and we got extra iron. So that concludes the first episode. I hope you guys had a wonderful time watching, and I will see you in the next one.